this week being our Women's Special Week, we have our very women achievers who've grown within the organization and have been role models for our associates across the country. Well, let me welcome our first women achiever with us, who is Saraswati Thapa. She is our Customer Care Associate and Retail Operations Manager from the North Zone of India. Welcome, Saraswati.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It gives me an immense pleasure to be at least selected. For the nominated is another way, but selected. I'm very happy. Thank you so much.
I'm sure there are many associates who will be happy to hear and listen through your inspirational story and journey through ShopStop, right? So let's start with, tell us, Saraswati, how did you start your career at ShopStop and what has your journey been like through all these years?
Okay, so this was way back in 2008. I was working with McDonald's as a store manager in South X location, which is very near to Ansal Plaza, where I have joined as a department manager. That time, one of my subordinates, she joined ShopStop, and I had a little bit of idea about ShopStop, not that much. But then after knowing it, she actually approached me, ki, would you like to join? Because there was opening in that particular store, Ansal Plaza. So I thought of giving it a try. Then I Googled about the ShopStop and I came to know that this is one of the leading brand retail, which is upcoming. And I thought, why not? So to improve my career opportunity, I thought, let's go ahead, and I gave my interview and I got selected. Luckily, in 2008, I have joined. My bad luck that I joined ShopStop in 2008 when the recession just came in India. So that time was the sort of toughest year for, I mean, not now Corona, but then that time it was toughest because recession was there. So I joined company at that time. I saw a lot of things, struggling for customers and all. So that first initial experience was a very learning experience to me, because it was complete. I was in food retail. Then I came into this apparel retail, which was completely different. So earlier I was in McDonald's. That was a very short portfolio sort of. I mean, we used to take care of everything, maintenance, everything. I mean, as a store manager, we did not have so much of privilege. Ki you'll have a separate maintenance person also and separate so many things. But then when I came to Shoppers, it was a lavish, a huge 44,000 square feet store wherein you're responsible for like 40 associates, and you have a lot of liability, you have a lot of accountabilities. That gave me that gave me a lot of happiness, that I have I'm gonna learn a lot. So after that, then I gave so along with ShopperStop, my life was also moving. So I got married in 2008. The same year I joined ShopperStop. So after that, so just 12 years of journey with ShopperStop across 3 stores. So I was with Rajouri Garden. Then I came back to Saket. So currently I am in Saket store as a retail operation manager. So I have seen a lot. So I have seen 2008's recession. Then I've seen Rajouri's closure. Then I've seen new store opening, R Cube Rajouri. And then I got transferred in Saket store, wherein I saw renovation happening. Then how do we set up the store after renovation? So it is a tremendous amount of learning which I got. In personal front also, I have overgrown a lot, learning from all my professional whatever I have learned. So this gives me an immense pleasure that I have I got a chance to experience such memories and such experiences. So it is still a learning. I mean, every day we are learning something new. So this Corona has taught us a lot of new things also, which we are learning. So I would say it's a beautiful journey, a splendid journey, which is still going, I guess, and still will continue to grow.
So tell us, how did you grow? How did you grow within the organization? What was your entire development like? How did you prepare for the next level? What was the opportunities that you got?
Sure. So I joined as a department manager in Ansal Plaza. So I worked there for 4 years. So in that time, so I thought, because of this condition when you apply for assessments, is that you might be shifted to another city or something. So relocation is mandatory. Like when you cannot see. So because of that relocation term, since my husband is here, my family is here, I did not give try for twice. I did not try for ROM assessment. But then after I had by that time I had a child also. So she was 2 years old. I thought, what the hell, let's go and give it a try. So I gave my ROM assessment in 2012. And I'll honestly tell you, I mean that time the assessment, all the department managers used to travel to Mumbai. So I thought कि let's give it a try for assessment also. यार Mumbai भी घूम लेंगे. So that was I thought कि चलो घूमेंगे. But my bad luck, that year assessment stopped happening in Mumbai. So I had to give my assessment in Delhi only at Rajouri store. So therein I gave assessment. So the assessment happened, and I thought my one round was not that good. So I thought nahi hoga is bar. At that time I thought ki nahi hoga, but then after like 1.5 months or so we got results. And I think I remember Sagar Sharma, who's now unit head of Vasant Kunj. He called me up and he said, "Ki congratulations, you got selected." And I was like, because I did not believe that I selected. So I said, "Ki are you sure? Are you sure?" And he was like, "Ki क्यों तुमने दिया नहीं था क्या?" So I was like, no. I am very very happy that I got selected. After that, it's been a lot of learning. Then luckily I Rajouri store had opening of another retail operation manager, Mr. Deepak Dhamija. He moved to other store, Rohini store, as a unit head. So luckily I got within the city at Rajouri store, and Rajouri store was the flagship store of Delhi. So it was Ansar Plaza. It was a little smaller one, but then Rajouri, working in Rajouri was again a tremendous amount of learning, working under Mr. Satya, who is right now zonal controller of West Zone. So it gave me a lot of learnings which I had, such a handling such a big store. And of course, I got support from all my subordinates and my colleagues. So that was a very good experience. After that, Rajuri got closed. That big stores, there were some issues regarding rent, and also that got closed. Luckily, I got chance to open the other Rajuri also, which was just beside the old one also. So therein we opened the new Rajuri store, which is now called as R Cube Rajuri. From there, I worked there. So then I worked there for 1.5 years or two.
So tell me, how did you prepare yourself for the next level, for the assessment? How did you prepare yourself?
Definitely in this case, I would say in assessment, Mr. Pradeep Sarkar, he helped me a lot. I mean, actually, he wanted us to prepare very well, and he gave us time to use it, and he briefed us about all the case studies, group discussion in basket. At that time, Swati Bhandari was our HR, then Nisha Bajaj ma'am was there. So they were helping us. I mean, they helped us in this, and to grow as a leader, because I had to, but Pradeep Sarkar sir told me very clearly that now you're handling CCAs. Now, if you want to grow in this, if you want to grow it now, you have to grow, and you have to now, if you have to just think how you will handle managers. So all the case studies he gave us, he asked us to prepare for those. And I believe if you have that feeling that you really want to do it, you can definitely do it. So the moment I remember, the moment you go from me to us, if you start thinking from, if you keep thinking my department, as a department manager, if you keep thinking my category, my department, my brand will do it, till the time you won't go over me, it has to be our store. What will happen if this happens? What will impact our store? So I realized during that tenure that जब तक आप the moment you keep talking about me, myself, then nothing will happen. The moment you start thinking about we as a team, as our store, that is the moment you're gonna conquer everything, and you're gonna, I mean, grow up in your life. And one thing I learned, that the more you give learning, or the more you train someone, you get you twice the amount of learning you get. So I remember I used to do a lot of trainings in Ansel Plaza store. I used to do a lot of trainings in the Rajouri store also. And I love giving training. So that when you train people, fiber to fabric, pakka, and all those trainings, when you give people, you learn a lot. So while giving them training, we get 2 or 3 things new. So that is what I've learned. So the more you learn, the more you train. I think that is the key to success. So that is what you have to, that is what I believe is gonna work.
I think two big takeaways here. I think rather than me and I, one needs to obviously think about us and our team. Very well said. And yes, that is the key to success indeed. Well, Saraswati, tell us who has been your inspiration and role model in your life? Because I'm sure you have been juggling your home role as a mother, as a wife, as well as taking care of responsibilities on the professional front. So, who has been your role model and inspiration?
I would say, I'm sorry, but I don't have one, but I would say two. Like initially when I was in college or when we were in college, even we were not working, that time I used to adore Priyanka Chopra. Okay, so that time she was a girl who became Miss World at the tender age of 18, when most of us are not even able to think which way to go, which profession to choose. At that time, she became Miss World, and I really liked the way she answered also. And it is not just that for that pageant only she's been working, but down the line she grow. So it's like she was almost similar age, so I can relate to her how she grown up from that level to now she's representing India in West World. So now everybody knows who's Priyanka Chopra. From her, they came to know, okay, Priyanka Chopra, now she's from India. Okay, this is this country. And how she carries off herself is just amazes me. So that was happening. I mean, like, but so I would say that Priyanka Chopra was early in my and how she carries of herself. Whatever she says, she's very crisp in whatever she says, whatever she wants to communicate. Of course, she tried a lot of things, acting. Then there is singing. Then now she's got married. So everything she does is at a very huge level, and it really inspires me. So that was the first one. And second one, since we have spent a good decade in this company, so I would second person I would name is Mr. Sovik Boss. He's our zonal controller. So I remember in 2010 my assessment, ROM assessment, he took one of the round. He took my case study round, and at that time I would honestly say I didn't know about him. I didn't know he was, I think, area controller of some other zone. I think, I guess, South zone. So I didn't know him. But when in 2015 around he came in North Zone, that is the time I realized that how much energy this person has. I mean, even till now, if I see, I think he joined a long time back, and still, if I say like today of if I speak to him, he has the same amount of energy, which amazes me. He's been a great leader. I mean, we can completely trust him. He has that ample amount of knowledge which any leader should have, and skills, his amazing skills. And most importantly, what I see is he believes in empowering people. He believes in that the person can do it, and just give them the task, he will do it. So that is something which I really like. Although he has very aggressive approach in all the task, all the in terms of numbers, but I really also admire that whenever he is on visit, he thinks about staff also. He is very empathetic also at the same time. So it's like it's a like coins two sides. One side is very aggressive, but then he's very empathetic in terms of CC is also ki acha agar what if the person leaves at this time, you guys have to ensure this, that we are not playing with the safety of the staff also. There are a lot of things which amazes me for Mr. Sovik Boss. And the great thing about this is he believes in empowering people. So for example, like I would just give our zones example. We have our unit heads and retail operation managers. They've got separate projects which they are driving. So it is like empowering someone that, okay, you, for example, I have laundry category. So me, Saraswati Thapa, North Zone, if you have to discuss anything about laundry, you'll have to speak to me. Although there are different stores, there are 28 odd stores which you can definitely directly connect it also, but laundry project is mine. So, and I have this feeling also, for North Zone laundry achievements, I am responsible. So this gives me a little bit of I don't know, but this gives me a lot of pleasure, that okay, it gives me a gratitude and happiness. Okay, I'm given some task, and he has empowered me for something. So this gives me a motivation that okay, I have to I have to complete this. I'll have to be, perfect for what he's expecting me. I have to come into what he has expectation. So that is something I've learned a lot from Mr. Sovik boss. So that was in current work profile, work life.
What is the message that you have for our women associates who aspire to become, successful leaders in the future? What is the message that you'd like to share with them?
Girls, I would just say that there is nothing you cannot do. There is not nothing there is nothing that you cannot do. Nothing is impossible for you. Okay? And also do what you like the most and give 100%. Give 100% of whatever you do. If you don't like it, please don't go ahead, don't do it. But if you want to do it, then give your 100% right now. If you give your 100% to whatever you're doing, it can be as simple as this, that you have to put hard tax in your 100 stocks. So if you want to do it willingly and 100%. If you give your 100% to the task, you can achieve it. You go, girl. And one more thing I say, nothing is constant. Nothing is constant. Everything is changes, and you do not have to be resistant to any change. If you be resistant to any change, girl, you can't survive. It is very, very simple. We have seen a lot of things happening. If you are, I have seen, even myself, I have seen in Chopper Shop changing from since 2008 I've joined, since now it has changed a lot. I think I would say it has changed 180 degrees. So if I am very resistant, or if you are resistant to certain things or changes, especially if you are resistant to changes, you can't survive. It is just gonna demotivate you. And if you are demotivated somewhere, please leave immediately. If you are not happy with what you're doing, I don't think so. You should go ahead. I think you should quit and do something which makes you happy, so that it is fruitful to others also and you also stay happy. So happiness is very important, and there is nothing that you can't do it. And change is not constant. Change is not constant. You have to go along with the changes.
All right, Saraswati. So tell us, what is your aspiration or your future goal at Shopstop?
Okay, I am right now at retail operation manager profile. I would definitely love to clear unit assessment and get that position. After that, why not area controller? There is no female area controller also, so why not think about that? So my aspiration as of now would be, as of now, at current situation, it is unit head's position, and probably later on, if the time and allows,
Sure,
then yes.
Saraswati. I'm sure we have multifold positions, and we definitely wish you all the success and look forward to you being a role model for many more leaders to come. Thank you so much for your time
Thank
today.
you so much. Thank you so
Namaste.
much. Thank you. Namaste.